Blog Talk Radio.
It's Cannon Baby coming with the heat. Got Endie Fiya playing in my speakers. Nicki the host, girl in motion, all the way lit, airway smoking. She calling and phone lines open. Rockets hot like we cooking the roast. Endie Fiya the goat, don't ask who the competition is, cause they standing alone popping. When you listen to hear, you always get what you want. Interviews, artists, songwriters, authors, and entrepreneurs. Chopping it up with powerful icons who make her influence. Who keep it hotter, this is Endie Fiya. Blazing on yourself, tune in and catch the heat. It don't even matter where you at. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Yeah, holy moly, this day heat. Got Nicki in my speakers. Girl in motion, get on your feet. Endie Fiya blazing, please keep it coming every week. We too strong, we defeat the weak. Cannon Baby, super speed. We keep it turning to the T. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, it's too high. A fireman can't put it out cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, yeah. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone, yeah.
Ooh, what's good, guys? What's good? What's good? What's good? You are tuned in to another episode of Endie Fiya right here with your girl, Nicki. And yeah, look, I'm trying to catch my breath. I was telling my guests before the show, we were in here in the studio dancing before the show, right? And look, my old age is really catching up with me because I'm still trying to catch my breath. It's been like 5 minutes, and I'm still trying to catch my breath. Like I'm not young no more. Like I can't. I was busting moves that I ain't busted since like '93 for real. I'm trying to. Man, I'm tired. Like my knees. Look, you seen the challenge where like they got their hands in the air, right? And they're just like trying to like work on their knees or do. Yeah, that's what I was in here doing. And my knees lasted because I don't breathe, right? I don't breathe through it. So my knees will last, but it's when I finally exhale that my heart goes, what the hell was you thinking? So I'm trying to catch my breath. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm good now. I'm good. So how was your day? Let me tell you, my day was horrible. But you know what happened? I thought about it because, I went through all of my positive affirmations with you guys yesterday, and I thought about it. As soon as I began to go through that funk at like 8:07, as soon as I clocked in at 8:01, I was late, yeah. At 8:07, I thought, you know what, I'm not going to even make it until 5 o'clock today. I'm not going to make it because 8:07, I was thinking, damn. Only been here 6 minutes, and I'm already feeling this way. I thought about my positive affirmations that I gave you all yesterday, and I thought, you know what? Nah, I can't even boost myself up. So I got up, I left my office, I walked around a little bit, and I thought about it. I did not go in my office with the right mind frame today. Like I was just rushed. Like as soon as I got up. You know what I'm saying? I did what I needed to do, but it's like the weight of the world from all of my team members, they came crashing down on me at 7 o'clock. They were like, I need, could you, we didn't, oh my, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, so much stuff. So I was just in the wrong headspace when I stepped into my office. And again, working from home, when you have all of that hits you, when you read all of these emails and all of these messages in one area, you know what I'm saying? When I read it in my bedroom and then I walk into my office, all of that negative energy, it's everywhere. So I had to just, clear all of that negative energy out of my entire space and start all over again. By 8:27, it was a better, my house was cleared out and the energy was a lot better. stepped back in my office at 8:35, and we could start the whole day over again. Next thing I know, it was like 2 o'clock. And I was, okay. So I'm telling you, that really works, guys. That really works. Your mental has to just be, you got to be in the right mind frame. When you step into any situation, you just have to be in the right mind frame. Try it. I recommend it. All right? On behalf of Endie Fiya, we want to say rest in peace to Loretta Lynn, country music icon who opened the genre for generations of women. She passed away this morning peacefully at the age of 90 in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. And the irony that my guest today is in that genre and in that state. It's so ironic, you know. But I want to know how your day went. Let me know. Send me a quick text message so I can shout you out. We got one more show this week? Yes, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have our artist spotlight is back. We are spotlighting Nigerian singer and songwriter YNG Kizzy on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Monday, New Music Monday returns at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But prior to that, we have author, producer, editor, musician. Trying to make sure I got all of his accolades out the way here. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Gerald C. Anderson Sr. will be back with us on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I say back because he was here in 2019. I told you guys I would remember. Yes, he was actually our 2019. So he was actually here in 2018. He was our 2019 Best Male Author winner. Yes, he was here in 18. So he'll be back with us on Monday. You know that it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So he'll be here with his newest campaign, talking about his domestic violence awareness campaign and his latest book, Fatal Misperception. All right, 50% of all proceeds for that book will go towards domestic violence organizations. On Tuesday, no show on Tuesday. I'm traveling Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, so no show on Tuesday. Back again on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure I got all of her accolades. We have trail ride blues artist, rapper, songwriter, and producer. Black Coffee is going to be with us on next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yo, I'm off the dome today. I'm not looking at any calendars, so I'm hoping that I have everybody's information. Thank you so much for throwing this in my face. Yes, rapper, blues singer, songwriter, producer, Black Coffee on next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you cannot make them all, please, please, please do not miss them all. All right? If I forgot anything or anyone, the calendar is available. All right, go check it out. Facebook and the website, www.endifireradio.com. But I'm super excited to have my guest here with me this evening. Now, remember, back in August, he was supposed to be here with us, and due to technical difficulties, we couldn't get him on. But we talked about him. We played his music, and he's been on rotation on New Music Mondays since August. So you know who I'm talking about. You know his music, but I'm super excited to have him here with me tonight, artist, producer, and DJ, Elektrohorse. As an artist, DJ, and producer hailing from Chicago's notorious South Side community, Elektrohorse is no stranger to the struggles of the common man and woman. Despite his humble beginnings, he has always been driven by the ideal that in America, hard work and dedication are the keys to success. Dedication to achievement has created a multitude of opportunities for Elektrohorse, including collaborations with some of the industry's top talents, such as Will.I.Am, Nicki Minaj, Cowboy Troy, Willie Jones, Timbaland, and many more. Although he's been blessed with continuous success throughout his career, Elektrohorse has never forgotten his humble Midwestern roots. As a result, he formed his own movement, the party Don't Care, and as founder of TPDC, he has always been deeply committed to promoting messages of love, unity, and peace. It was this commitment to the aforementioned principles that fostered the inspiration for his most heartfelt record to date, as he is the primary practitioner of a hybrid sound he calls CDM, country dance music. The style seamlessly fuses country instrumentation with funk, hip-hop, and electronic dance beats, a combination that has fueled mainstream country hits for years. It's top-flight entertainment whose purpose mostly seems to be sheer enjoyment. Still, despite the fun and frolic in his songs and videos, there's a serious side to Elektrohorse. He says, I really see music as a way of bringing people together, of being a source of unity, Elektrohorse tells the scene. When I came to Nashville, I found the right atmosphere of cooperation and musical interest, and it's proven to be the right move. You head over to the website, www.endiefireradio.com. You'll be able to read his bio in its entirety. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my very, very, very special guest, producer, and DJ, Elektrohorse.
First off, that was an amazing introduction. I am not worthy of your type of introduction. Hey, listen, Khaled get a run for his money with you, hands down. You know, Khaled ain't got nothing on you. First off, I just want to appreciate just the moment that you're taking just to give me just a little love, and a lot of love at the same time, and just giving me an opportunity for your great platform. And that's how I like to start this off. You know, I appreciate everything and all your listeners, and you know it's a journey with this whole thing. We got music and entertainment, and what you're doing is amazing.
Thank you so much, and I want to say thank you to you as well. You could have been anywhere today, but you're here with me and my listening audience, giving so freely of yourself and of your time. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's absolutely welcome and same, you know, for everything also that you're doing. So yeah. How's everybody feeling today also?
I'm great. Now that I caught my breath, I'm good. I'm good now. I'm good. I want to jump right into this. Where did you get your musical background from? Where did it all start for you?
Okay, it started, you know, I was younger. I was doing, you know, I used to do rap in Chicago, but my mentors were big dance producers, like huge. Like they didn't produce like Will Smith's Summertime and a lot. They called the Out Here Brothers, but they had a record called Boom Boom Boom. Let Me Hear You Say Wayo. And like overseas, I mean, like it's one of the biggest records in the world. Black Eyed Peas, everyone has sampled that record. Then they had a lot of other big records, but they never really caught in the States. Like Chicago, of course, they were big because Chicago was a house music mecca, but you know. It took off overseas. Like they're like gods overseas. They can't walk down the street. Shout out to Little Mahone and Silk. They've done a lot of things. Maurice Joshua. I've learned from them first. Then I moved to Atlanta. I was blessed to work with a nice amount of great artists there. Been in the culture for about 6-7 years. And then of course traveling back and forth with Nashville and going to LA. I basically incorporate so many sounds to diversify and unify music. And that's why I keep so many influences in my country sound, so it just helps me.
How did a kid from Chicago's South Side ends up in Nashville producing and creating country dance music? This is mind-boggling. Now that part is really, it's simple but not simple. Like, like most of my family is from the South, or a lot of them are from Benton Harbor, Michigan. So what happened is that with that, me and my granddad were scared to fly. We were scared to fly, so we used to take the Greyhound to drive this Lincoln everywhere. Okay. So when you're going through the sticks and going in all these different places,
all you hear is country music in those areas, those networks on the way in, those poles, you know. So until you get to the next city, it's really nothing but country. So I used to be like, man, I used to fall asleep on that music. And I would never think that I would start liking it from a writing standpoint, because I write songs, so I've been blessed to write with a lot of big artists also. I've been in the studio with a lot of people. So that helped me a lot. As I grew and what happened was I was having fun in the studio one day, and I made a record, and I started looking for artists. I looked on Reverb Nation for a country artist, and I went through 300 artists on Reverb Nation to find this one artist, and his name goes by the name of Duke Hanson. So once we started working, Duke actually helped me manifest the sound. It's like, hey, you want to put banjo in this? I was like, what the hell is a banjo? What the heck is, you know, I'm really inquired. I'm intrigued from that standpoint, you know. So I just started developing my sound, and then, you know, it took me with a musician that to this day, that's like one of the main ones I use, Bob Durkin. So, yeah, he's like a very well-known country musician. Like, he travels to Switzerland, everywhere just to play. So, you know, from there, I was able to incorporate the dance, the hip-hop, and everything else in those records. You know, shout out to everybody else who's also doing it, like your Willie Jones, like Blanco Brown. He had to get up. You know, I was in that music video also. I was in, what other videos were just in? Old Dominion. I've been working with a lot of people so far in country also. Just a lot of other artists. I'll shout out to my homegirl, Chapel Hart. It was a finalist for America Got Talent this year. Yes. Yeah, that's family right there. That's family. I just talked to them the other day. What they've done is very impressive, and they're independent. That's the key. They're independent, putting them boots on the ground and getting it going. You know, there's a lot of artists right now that I'm really happy over.
Yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned Willie Jones and Chapel Hart. How have artists like Mickey Guyton and Kane Brown, Allison Russell, Brittany Spencer, Willie Jones, Chapel Hart, how have those artists changed the dynamic of the genre of country music?
Okay, I mean, first you got like your Darius Rucker. You know, one of the main people that imprinted was Charlie Pride. Right. There's another lady. I forgot her name, but I think she's from Carolina. You got Reese Palmer. Like Brittany, shout out to Brittany. I just seen Brittany like last year. Who else? Of course, Willie. You got Chop. There's another new guy, Rashad. There's a new guy, Michael Easley. He's up. Shout out to my other homeboy. We just got he just hit like 2.3 million views dancing with his song. Cowboy Calvin. Also, Kentucky Dom is doing good. Yeah, he just did our dance. So he like 2.3 million. There's so many artists. Like, there's a lot of them coming out to get Tanner O'Dowd. All those people influence different sounds. It's funny because I was before most of the ones you hear. They're younger, so like their sound is influenced now, but what they're doing is great. So, you know, like you got Breland. Breland just put out an amazing album. I really love his album. So yeah, there's a lot. There's so many that I might even be forgetting right now. So my apologies. But yeah, there's a lot of them. You know, so yeah, it's going good. I love what the trail riders are also doing. I think as I start working with a lot more of them, they're going to have even a different and a bigger sound. When I say bigger, it's going to be able to cross over. Right. We got LT Soul that we just worked on something. So yeah, there's a lot of things about to be happening in the pipeline. Definitely. Shout out to all the trail ride DJs, all the country club DJs, all your urban DJs. Everybody is a huge factor with everyone unifying and diversifying each other, because no sound can stay consistent with just one sound. You got to incorporate everything. You got to infuse it, you know.
And I'm learning so much. Over the past 2 months, I've learned so much because, you know, here we've always been hip-hop, rap, R&B, neo-soul, jazz, you know what I'm saying? These past 2 months, I've learned so much. Soul, Southern soul, trail ride, blues, you know what I'm saying, and country, new country soul, and the crossover, the country hip-hop, the versatility with the artist, and I'm just right now, my ears are, I'm just to the ground, soaking up all of this, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see what happens next with the mixer, the fusion of all the sounds. I'm loving it. I really am.
Yeah, man, it's coming. I think the more they diversify it, it's going to even incorporate. But yeah, it's going to blow up even bigger. But we have to, as a goal, especially when people are diversifying, we got to put some souls in the music. It can't just be one-sided, that like you're basically duplicating what's already there. We have to give a new look. Like the Blanco, the Get Up caught at the right time. Lil Nas, that record caught, and I was able to do a little bit more, you know? Yeah, you know, so yeah.
Country dance music mixes funk, hip-hop, and electronic dance beats. It really makes people get up and want to move. Is that your desire when creating a new track?
Yes. Like, when I'm creating a new track, I just, like, I'm very into, like, I had a record called S.T.O.M.P. If you look that one up, that'll be a good one to also support. And what my goal was when I was first started working on music is, like, I would put, like, a white person on one verse, an Asian guy on another verse, like a black guy, he'd be a hood rapper. We didn't care what he did. He'd be like a trap or whatever. I wanted to show everybody was the same. No matter where we're from, we technically still the same.
Right.
So, that, I mean, like, because I'm from all walks of life. So, you know, I'm not ashamed from the pros and cons of what my journey was. So, you know, I just wanted to bring a lot of people together.
And I want to get into the first track that we're going to play this evening. All I Do Is Pray. Can you take us through the creative processes for writing this track?
Okay. Now, that one is a good example of collaboration. Shout out to Kenzie Lewis. She was on American Idol. That's a good friend of mine. One of my guys, he's like a hidden secret, but he has like this dope island voice. His name is JMO. He's out of Nashville, and he's in the military. Shout out to the the service members and everything also. And what I did was I literally traveled. I was in L.A. I traveled from my studio to fly to Nashville. I recorded both of them. I recorded Jay in my hotel room, and then we found a small little studio place for Kenzie. And, like, I would travel different places around the world recording different people. So that's a good example of that. And then that same day I had to work with another artist who's a big artist in country. He was signed to Big Machine. Josh, what were they called? Steel Magnolia. So I had him be the guy who starred in the music video. You know, so yeah, I really, that's what I want to do. I just want to bring different people together, and I'm telling you, my next few records is going to be crazy, like crazy. I'm just trying to. I own a few businesses also, so I'm trying to juggle that and kind of keep that going at the same time of life, and still do records. But I got a lot of stuff coming. Like some big records, like big records. So, but yeah, that Pray is okay, my bad. I'm so sorry. Well, I think also another note about that, like, as artists are listening to this interview, like, this was our process of even getting that record done. Besides that, we had to fly to shoot Hoedown. 1 week we would shoot. Oh. If it was a Tuesday, we would shoot the Hoedown, right? In the middle of that, Moochie had to be a week away. I know we still talking about Pray, but I'm gonna bring you to Pray. So in the middle of the Hoedown, that week we drove down to Kentucky just to shoot that video. Then we left. We did a photo shoot. We did like 3 different things for Pray, and then left to go to Miami to shoot the rest of the Hoedown. When you're in that journey of this music, you got to figure out how to make all that happen in 1 or 2 weeks.
Balance. It's called balance.
Nobody gonna hear your excuse.
That's right. All right. Well, before we get into all of those big, that big music that you're talking about, we're gonna give them what we got right here, right now. So go ahead and introduce your track to the listening audience for me.
Hey, shout out to the listener audience. Through your journey, this whole record is about pray. Check out the video also, Elektrohorse featuring Kenzie Lewis, also JMO. And, all we got to do is pray when we're going through whatever we're going through, I'm not here to judge anybody. Let's go.
To all my brothers and sisters in the world right now, no matter what you're going through, no matter the struggle, all you have to do is pray. Is it? Oh yeah. I hope when I wait, tomorrow's way better. All this evil in the world, we got to do better. Help one another. Sister, my brother, I pray that light of peace to storm, true love will discover. Right from wrong, wrong from right. Give me a big fat check, 'cause the devil working all the time. All I do is pray.
Right here on Endie Fiya with your girl Nikia and my very, very special guest, artist, producer, and DJ Elektrohorse. I'm going to call in and speak to our guest this evening, 929-477-1320. All I do is pray. JMO and Kenzie Lewis on the feature. I got a message that said that was very heartfelt, and it was. That's a switch up. I've only heard it's a hold down. So, I'm expecting some booty shaking, even on All I Do Is Pray. That's what I'm ready to get up, and I had to sit down. I wasn't ready for that. That was very heartfelt. I really like that. And my producer in the studio with his thumbs up, he thumbs up everything around here. He likes everything he hears. The new music is on another level? Okay, all right. I can't wait to hear the new music, because I just heard your new music is on another level. Somebody dropping gems already. Yeah. Can't wait to hear
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And one other thing, shout out to Carrie Marlene. Without her shooting part of the video, it's a female director. She's very she's so important to everything that we're doing. And her shooting and her vision of like nailing certain shots and getting things done, her driving down back and forth these roads, making sure we get it done. Yeah, like I got to give her shout out. Great director.
We got to make sure we check the visuals out for All I Do Is Pray. All right, guys, I know we got it, so we got to make sure we check the visuals out. And you all in the listening audience, make sure you check them out as well. Now, I got a question that just came in. This was a question I was going to ask anyway, but let me go ahead and throw it out there now. I know a lot of our artists consume an alter ego. Sometimes it's to get over stage fright. Sometimes it's to bury things that are just deep within. They just feel better when they step out on stage. You know, I become a different person. I know when I go into work every day, I become a different person. You know what I'm saying? But this question that was just posed to me, and I'm going to make it a little nicer than what it came through as. And I know your name incorporates the word horse, but why the head of a horse?
Okay. So Elektrohorse, it started with, like you said, with the record Ride Like a Horse. We used to have a mascot, like the latex head mascot, and that's how it started. It just expanded since then. Like, we've taken it to another level because I wasn't even the mascot. I wasn't the mascot at one time. I was just a person. And we've been able to let it keep transitioning to where it's at now. Shout out to Chan. He's the guy who designed the mask. Now, we done had some recession masks doing the middle of this course now. All the masks ain't looking like how it look now. One of them like a goldfish. I mean, you would have thought it was a science project, like it'll light up. Like, you know, somebody was like had like the traffic light as a science project.
Oh,
we had big batteries like that at one time. So, listen, I don't know if there was a PPP loan at that time. We definitely would have needed that one because I was Yes. Oh, man. Yo, we didn't need any help at that time. We would have to write that off our taxes, how bad that one was. So, I mean, like, you know, it's one of those things like, well, my name is actually, and I didn't learn this about 4 years ago. My name is for the love of horses. That's the meaning of my name, actually.
Okay. So
I would have never put two and two together about horses in this, you know. I would have never ever thought that. So when I think my cousin told me about that, and from there I was just like, I guess it was meant to happen, you know.
Do you ever get hot?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Does it ever come off? Do people ever see you with it not on?
No. I mean, you have to personally know me, but I might be behind the stage before I have to perform. Like last year, like it was so hot, I didn't have my mask on. Like doing my show, I had to do one for PRCA rodeo, and I had to leave. I had to take off. I couldn't perform with the mask on, but that would be the last time I ever do that. Like I have to have that mental control that I gotta always keep the mask on. You know, but I didn't have my face. I had another mask under it, but I was gonna rob the damn rodeo. I need to just keep everything going. You know, I know them folks, man. I was like, damn. I was wondering why everybody's hands was up beside me, telling them to put their hands up. But yeah, no. So yeah. It's one of those things that it's a journey. It's definitely a journey, you know. And I've been blessed with some great people in the corner right now. You know, of course you have like what Yolanda is doing with their management team and all the artists she's helping. You got Renee. Yeah, shout out to them. You do the drop. I ain't saying nothing. Let me hear you.
No, you take it away. I always get it in for Yolanda. Always get it in for Yolanda. I've been just fortunate to meet so many dynamic and amazing artists through her over the past 2 months. And I'm going to put it out here now. I'm going to pull her in on the show really soon. It would not be, fair for me not to give her due and just acknowledge her on the show, because people hear me talking about, who is Yolanda? Like, who is Yolanda? So I got to get her on the show and just allow her to talk about, what she has going on, and give shout-outs that she needs to give out there, promotions that she needs to promote. But, yes, all of the people that she has sent my way the past 2 months, just amazing. So she is a special woman in her own right. So I always got to show her love when I have the guests on the show that she sent my way. So, yes, most definitely shout out to Yolanda.
Yo, shout out. Yo. What we doing? But, yeah, so we're gonna rephrase it. Since you one of the queens is opening doors, and she's one of the queens, and all these other great queens is directing, doing everything else, we're not going to say, won't he do it, won't she do it? And then we're going to leave it at that. Won't she do it? All right, there we go, right there. We're going to coin that right now.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about TPDC, the Party Don't Care. How do you use your brand to promote your message of love, unity, and peace within the community?
All right, so let's see. With the Party Don't Care, that started, and I'm going to start talking about that more and more, like in music and drops. I've kind of lost that translation, just jumping into music the way the internet makes you move so fast. But,
right.
excuse me, the Party Don't Care is basically like, it don't matter your religion, whatever your sexual preference is, your race, size, gender, whatever, and your political views, whatever it is, the party don't care. Because when we at a party, nobody is asking at a party, what are you? Everybody just having fun.
Right.
I didn't see some people dance or twerk on each other. I would never fathom that in my mind that them two people is about to be dancing together. You know what I mean? I promise you, like, the right yin yang song come on, girl, you might see a nun twerking on a biker. You don't know what the hell's going on. It just is what it is. You got to call spade for spade. You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist to those points of, like, I like to always look at life outside in, and sometimes I could be wrong. But majority of my life is outside looking in, because when you're looking inside out, you're really just looking right in front of you. But you can't see what's coming from both sides of your life. So that's what we really went with the Party Don't Care, and I've met some amazing people doing that journey of shooting videos, producing, writing with a lot of, because I write songs also. A lot of my videos I actually shoot too, or I edit them. I do a lot of stuff. So it's like, with me owning my cameras and owning my studios and all the other kind of stuff, I'm very in-house. Shout out to Create Music. Create Music is a huge platform for me to be able to, like, get my music through all their distributions and everything else. Like, they got Tory Lanez, they got Snoop, they got, like, some of your biggest artists. It's under Create. Marshmello. So it's a lot of people that they've been able to give access to platforms. I have, like, a label distribution through them. So, yeah, it's been a blessing.
I want to get into... Who was that?
Yeah. CSAC. I got, James Leach. There's so many people who've been very influential in my life. Like, because most of my stuff is not really about me. Without them, it wouldn't have happened. I'm just being honest with myself,
I want to get into your next track. We make it a habit really not to listen to the music that we're going to play until our listening audience, hears the music at the same time. We want to be as shocked, we love that, or we don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So we've only heard one track. It's a Hold Down. That's the only one that we've heard. But in reading about this track earlier today, I felt the need to just listen to just 30 seconds of it, all right? Just to really see if I really wanted to play this, because I was, just the title alone had me just curious. I'm talking about Riding Like a Horse, all right? Y'all listen to this. You tell me if I really, should have listened to it, okay? It says, this is an upbeat cowgirl booty-shaking anthem that leaves nothing to the imagination. So you know that's why I had to go listen, okay? It narrates a long night at a bar. Elektrohorse drops a tone-low, long-range-style vocal that makes everyone want to ride it like a horse. Right? Most people think it's very explicit, but it's basically a long night of fun. Which that's so I only listened to 30 seconds of it because y'all know my mind always stays over there in left field. Ride it like a horse. I had to go see what it was. If it was really, y'all know me. All right. So nevertheless, I didn't listen to the whole song, so we're gonna be, we're gonna all love it, or we're all going to not love it. All right. But let's talk about Ride It Like a Horse for just a moment. Now, I told them what it was about, but, what was the creative process like for writing Ride It Like a Horse?
It was really just having fun and just a night out. And just, this song has been around for a long time. We just gave it rebirth production-wise. And,
no nasty thoughts?
You say what?
No nasty thoughts at all?
Fix it, Jesus.
Okay.
Fix it. So, it gets its wild times, of course, also. There's a lot of fun with it. And there's nothing wrong with your mind sometimes. It is what it is. Have fun in life sometimes. Exactly. You got to get your stress released sometimes. It is what it is.
Right.
The world is full of stress. So
my world is very stressful.
Hey, won't the horse do it? Yeah, amen.
Amen.
The horse will do it.
You know what? That note. So, let me just look, guys. Here we go. Ride it like a horse.
Amen.
everybody? It's your girl, Lavina Lai, here with you guys on Endie Fiya Radio, hosted by Nakia, playing only the hottest music, and of course, me.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia, and my very special guest, artist, producer, and DJ, Elektrohorse. And that right there was Riding Like a Horse, with a little bit of Donnell and Superficial Love in the intro. Oh my gosh, guys, I was laughing so hard that, you know, we queued up the wrong song. I ain't even gonna lie, we did. My apologies, but wasn't that intro into that? It was very smooth. You had no idea what was going on. You thought, oh, this is nice and sexy, right? And then you heard that gallop coming in, and you thought, oh my gosh, what is this? And then you heard the horses, and your imagination really started to wonder, right? Because I'm going to tell you, in my next life, I want to come back as a horse. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. And we're going to keep it moving right there. Yes, we already know my producer got a sign that says rotation. We already know that's going in rotation. So, yes, ride it like a horse. Y'all have fun with that.
Thank you. Yo, matter of fact, I'm going to do something I don't never do. And I know it's right now. I just sent you one of the upcoming records. We got an EDM record that's about to drop. It's gonna be like how that Let Me Take a Selfie record was. I just emailed you a record. So when you get a chance, give you an exclusive to check out the record. It's gonna be like it's gonna be an answer for the alcoholics, like especially the bars.
Oh my God! Oh no!
Yeah, listen, it's a party record. It's going to be a big party dance record. I just emailed it to you, too. So, yeah. It's called Frisky Off the Whiskey.
Is it ready to play now?
Hey, you can play it right now. Okay, you play the first verse of it. Do something ain't never been done. I love your energy, so I said, let me say something to you right now.
All right, guys. If you'll get it queued up, and we'll get it ready to play. All right. Moving right along. Line dancing is popular in the country scene, but their roots are actually in disco and primarily in urban music styles. Why do you feel that so many people gravitate to this style of dance?
I think line dancing, first of all, it's an exercise, and I mean it goes back from the bus stop and electric bus stop, the boogie, all these other dances, these shuffles. Especially being in Chicago, we used to see a lot of like the Casper Cha-Cha slide. There's been so many, everyone's backyard has been part of a line dance somehow. And no, it don't even matter the race. And don't get me wrong, some people ain't got the same rhythm doing it, but hell, we all dance together. And so, that's you want to say that's one thing that we don't even notice that's not even talked about, right? Say you might have somebody who you done brought to if they invited to the cookout, right? So you bring a person you bring another race to them, everybody's looking. But when that person on the electric bus stop or the mother dances, you looking like, yo, you want an extra plate? Because it's just a certain thing in the culture when you see it. So yeah, it's like, wow. So when you're seeing these things, you're like, hey, we do got something in common. And that's one of the main influences of the Party Don't Care. So, shout out to Cupid. You got your Moochies. I like what S.Dot is doing right now, too. I just talked to Gentry Jones not too long ago. Shout out to them. We're supposed to be working on a few records. And it's just so many other line dancers and got line dance songs that even I'm catching up on. So I don't know every dance. But if you're looking for a person like Moochie, Moochie is the thesaurus, the dictionary. He is everything line dancer. I don't know nobody who can beat Moochie in a trivia line dancer. This dude knows everything. Like, you could be on the phone with Moochie for hours, like hours and hours, and he's going to, you almost will fall asleep and he'll be talking about line dancing still. That dude he just knows it. You know what I mean? Like, it's certain people, like you talk to a mechanic who's been a mechanic forever, man.
Yeah, forever.
He gonna talk your ear off in a way. Like I would talk somebody's ear off about music and marketing and all that. because a lot of people are like, damn, we talk about the same thing every day. My brain is trained like that. So it's just one of them things. Like, I talk somebody's ear off.
Line dancing.
Yeah, line dancing is one of those things that it'd never go away. It literally you would never, like, when the wobble comes on, you know, shout out to John Boy and all the guys over there that got that, and Mr. Collie Park, all of them. Like, what they've done with that is even amazing. The thing is, some line dances are easier to learn, you know,
right.
Like, you know, so one thing about it is what my journey is to put together to make it that, like, looking at the trail rides is no different than the rodeos I go to. Rodeos are predominantly white that I've been to. I haven't been to a lot of the predominantly black ones yet, or the trail rides. Once I get to those stages, I'm going to be able to incorporate both, hands down. I don't think there's no other artist that can do it like I can do it because I have both sides. I sonically have both sides. So once I start getting on those shows and they understand how I am and how detrimental I am to both coaches to bring them together, there's no one who's going to bring it together the way I can. Hands down, I'll say it in front of anybody. Because I have both sides. Like, you go online, you got people who's doing one of my line dances. The dance right now to one of my songs, the ones featuring Big Moochie, we both made that dance up. How many people are going to have 2 or 3, 4 upcoming artists? You got 4,000 or 5,000 white people doing it, and you got thousands of people at the trail rides doing it. You don't have that. You might have one white person doing it and one black person doing the dance. You never had it into that multitude of everybody doing it at one time. Now imagine someone could bring both of them together in one event.
Well, let's talk about It's a Hold Down. I understand that it's a line dance. I understand that the line dance was actually taught today on Channel 2 News in Tennessee. Now, that's got to be big. I mean, I know you had a lot of big, you know, events happening and major success in other areas, but that's got to be big as well. Talk about that.
Okay. Now, first of all, shout out to Country Fusion, Liz. You got Dancing Balls, my boy Eric Dodge. Eric Dodge, every time he posts on Facebook to Hold Down, it goes viral. Like, we just hit, like, in 5 days, another 400,000 views. Calvin, I'm at 2.3 million. Overall, Bebo the Redneck, all these other people who's doing it, we're probably over 9 million views on Facebook alone to Hold Down, the different people doing it collectively. So it's like, once it catch on YouTube, but other people start really catching on TikTok, like, I have people who got millions of followers who done it. No campaign. They're organically doing this dance. So the more and more we get more people doing it, it's going to unify a lot of people. And the Channel 2 News, what's going on is Hold Down has been picked to be one of part of the anti-bullying campaign around the U.S. and also like Italy, Spain. So what happened, I ain't want to talk my talk today, but since you asked me to talk it, I ain't going to whisper it. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing to be able to do that. Like, this is my second campaign. I had a record called Try, one I did with Floyd Holloway. Try was the anti-drug campaign, the lead song last year. Nobody knows about that because I don't talk about it. I kind of stay humble. But people are like, no, it's time to start poking your chest out. Or you gotta talk. But, you know, I'm trying to be cool with it. You know, I just put up a chart the other day, me, Morgan Wallen, Black Eyed Peas, all this on the same charts. But you got people who might get on one venue at a bar and you can't even get an autograph from them. I don't understand what the world is going through. Yeah, you know what I mean? Drinking the Kool-Aid, too much sauce. Too much sauce. You know, but some people put points on them boys finally. Now it's kind of be a little louder with the points. So today, I woke up to a text like, hey, from Liz saying, yo, we're going to teach the Hold Down on the news because they're teaching the fitness. I just posted it on my Instagram, Elektrohorse. Most of my stuff is the same, Elektrohorse. Instead of a C, it's a K. But everything else is the same, how you spell it. So today was huge for us. Like, this was a huge moment. It definitely was a huge because I would have never thought that this was going to happen like this. So I got like a few more plays about to happen. Because I can't announce it because I keep getting all these messages about different things in the Hold Down. And sometimes, like, during the process, and I want to speak on this real quick, that we get lost in these moments of life. And then you might have a lot of failures, a lot of ups and downs and stuff. So you don't know what's happening with your record. But if you put the work in the beginning, even at times you fall short, it'll keep moving without you. Because I admit, I can be lazy with the record at times. You know what I mean? Like, I can be very, very lazy. And, you know, I've been, you know, of course, like Carrie, my other people, they all push me to keep going. But during life, you got bills, you got other stuff, you got businesses. You're trying to juggle everything. But you got to keep going whatever your purpose is. So, you know, you just can't stop it. Like, I tell anybody, don't stop. Just keep pushing. And it'll come together when it's supposed to come together, because you can't force a record, but they can't stop a hit record. Hold Down is a hit. So it's just a hit record. It is what it is. Like, I'll put that record against any other dance record. So
I remember
next one's
hearing. Yeah, the lyrics of it, I had not seen the visuals for it. And just listening to the lyrics, like, we made our own dance, you know, up to it here in the studio. But then we went and watched the visuals, and we were like, oh, okay, so we weren't too far off. And so you're right. It is, you know, it's all about dance. And it's all, I love it because it brings so many people together. You're having fun with the song, and it's about unity. Not only the dancing part of the song, but it's about unity as well. People having fun, you know what I'm saying? It crosses, there is no gender. You see no gender. You see no race. You see no nothing. It's just about people having fun, loving the song, you know, and dancing. You know, that's what I see in all the videos. And I've watched a shitload of people doing the challenge. I've watched so many. People are just having fun with it. And I love it.
Absolutely. Now I'm gonna tell you. Now I need a video from y'all doing it. Put it on TikTok with the song. I need to see y'all doing a hold down on it.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
We're gonna do it. Listen, we're gonna duet it too, and then we're gonna shout out. You know, let's get it together. Let's get together now.
But I think you basically answered the remaining questions that I had about success in your career and overcoming obstacles and what motivates you. You answered that, and a piece of advice that you would be able to give an aspiring artist, producer, DJ who may be listening now, you kind of answered that in what you just said, finding your purpose and sticking to it. When you talked about that song, having a lazy day and not really getting out there and pushing and feeling like your song may not be doing itself, but if you put in the work, you know, it's already out there doing what it needs to do for you itself. You answered those questions. I do have this new track that you sent. It's up, loaded, queued, ready to play. Talk about it just a little bit. Because, you know, we like debuting stuff here for the first of that.
Okay. First, I want to shout out my man Ketone. Also, Carrie. Carrie actually did the intro with the vocal. We had her do on that. And I think she also plays some, she's a violin and fiddle player. And so she played some on that. On the record, like fiddle, that's on the record. I think she played some. I think if it is some, she definitely played because we only use her for that. And she's black. So the thing about it is, so she does her thing with that. And so now, you know, with that record, Frisky Off the Whiskey, we're like, let's have fun. Shout out to the singer on there, Danny Wright. She signed to, so I'm about to get her dropped too. I just named so many people more than myself. But Danny Wright, she signed to Tisha Campbell, Gina from Martin. Remember Gina? Yeah, she's signed to Gina. She's a country artist, Danny Wright. Yeah, she's in California, but she's out in Louisiana, I think. So yeah, she's a dope artist also. She just dropped a record with actually another black artist, Second Chance. They just dropped a song together. It's you know, it's a good record. So, you know, they're all doing their thing, you know. It's a lot of Coffee Anderson. I don't judge, like, you know, it's interesting because I know Republican country artists and I know Democratic country artists. I know redneck, I know trap country artists. I know them all. There's not going to be no one who's going to be able to bridge the gap by the time I'm done the way I'm going to do it. Mark my word. So now it's just it's again what my purpose in life is besides my other journeys and business ventures. You know, so yeah, it's picking up.
All right. Well, I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to get all of your contact information out because we're going to close out with Frisky off the whiskey. But if you go ahead and give your contact information out again, I know you briefly dropped it earlier, but somebody definitely wasn't listening. How they can get in contact with you, merchandise, music, bookings, however they want to get in contact with you, let them know how they can do so.
Okay. Elektrohorse, Elektrohorse is all my tags. You can just Google that. It's going to definitely pop up on Google, different videos, different articles, blogs, everything about me. The Party Don't Care at Gmail. You can reach out to me for booking. You know, I deal with Yolanda, I deal with Renee, I deal with Jay. It's so many different booking companies that I deal with different outlets because they all have their own outlets of where they vision Elektrohorse at. So, you know, I can definitely send all those information contacts out to everyone. You can look up everything. Of course, the Hoedown is, I think y'all probably hear part of it after Frisky Off the Whiskey. Maybe we can play a part of a verse of that and end it off with Hoedown, whichever way y'all choose. But I want to see everyone who's listening join in with the movement. It's a Hoedown. It's Elektrohorse feature Big Moochie. It's on TikTok, Instagram Reels. It's like everywhere right now. And I would love to add more people to this, this movement. And, I don't look at myself as a guest. I look at myself as family. So y'all are my extended family. And however I can help y'all, I'll do the same.
Yeah, once you're on Endie Fiya, you become a part of the family. You're welcome back at any time. Whatever we can do for you, of course, we're here for you. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. They know it's a Hoedown, but, yeah, let me give them just a sample of this. Frisky Arthur. We're just going to give them a sample. That's cool?
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Just a little bit. Oh,
my God. Dad, I'm on my third bar, and I just walked in here and saw a horse. Like, am I tripping? Can't be. I'll call you back.
Club, hopping, bar after bar. Party, rocking, hangovers to mine. Ladies, dancing, no stressing tonight. Fellas, chanting, let's have a good time. Coyote ugly, howling for free. Screaming, raging, my life is complete. Jim Beam, Johnny Walker, throw fireballs. King Jack got so drunk that he found Royal the Fall.
Everybody celebrate, getting rowdy tonight. Daddy's feeling know that tomorrow pays price. We taking
One shot, two shots, three shots today.
Oh yeah.
Get frisky off that whiskey. Frisky, frisky, frisky.
Get frisky off the whiskey.
all right, y'all tell me what you think. I heard everything I drink in there. Everything. My mouth already watering. Who's
Hey,
the female?
you said who's what?
Who's the female singing?
Danny Wright. DANWHRIGHT, I think. But when you pull up, she's definitely on my friends list. Let me see, Danny. Let me look on my Instagram. But yeah, she's signed to Gina. Then they're working on a lot of dope stuff. Yeah, I am Danny Wright. IAMDANIWRIGHT.
Got her. Oh, yeah. Got her. All right, guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Well, I get ready to go head to the store. See, because now my throat, I'm thirsty now. I'm thirsty. But I want to say, this is one of those times when we should be longer, than an hour, because I have so many more questions. So we definitely got to bring Elektrohorse back, or we got to find him at a trail ride. Yeah, Yolanda's trying to get me at a trail ride, so I'm building up the courage to actually, go to a trail ride. I've had several artists break it down for me what a trail ride really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really have to spend the night and do all of that stuff. I can show up the next day, and because I'm not with that spending the night in the woods I don't do that. I can't. But I'm anxious to just be in the midst and kind of just blend with the people and, meet these artists and, just see what it's all about. Not be behind the scenes, but be with us, see what it's all about up close and personal. So hopefully eventually I get to meet Elektrohorse as well. And, we got to do our video, the challenge, and get that sent in. All right? So until Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're back here for the Artist Spotlight with Endie Fiya, our artist from Nigeria. You guys make sure that you have an amazing night. We're closing out with It's a Hold Down, Elektrohorse featuring Big Moochie. All right? You guys have a good night.
Big Moochie, let them know. Now dip to your right.